Right now we are on the vaporetto heading off to the magical island of Murano, known for its glass blowing industry that has been around for many centuries. Right now we are passing the cemetery of Murano, and we'll head further inland. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist, and join me today for a wandering through Murano and then up to Murano to enjoy these wonderful two islands and see what it has to offer. So here we're starting to see Murano, and we're gonna go a little bit further into Murano. Catherine says, oh, so many mosquitoes here. Oh, hey Helen, enjoy your travels. Oh, so glad. Hello Picard. Hello Angela, Amanda. Right now we're in Colonna. Patricia, nice to see you here. Welcome. Hello, Ronald. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Kay. The vaperetto is packed to the brim. A lot of people getting off at this stop. Hey Gigi, nice to see you here. Andrew, thank you so much for saying hello. Hope you're doing well, Australia. Wow, everyone got on here. We're gonna go a little bit further inland. So I am in the lower level of the vaperetto. These are the stops. We're on the 4.2 line. Buongiorno, Krista. Panajotis. Buongiorno. Gigi. Welcome. Benvenuti. Lyra, buongiorno to you too. I have no idea where we're heading. This is a wandering today. Didn't research much of Murano and Murano. The two islands in the Venetian Lagoon, so we're not in what is the mainland. The main island, I mean. Ronald says, glad to see you not get sick in boats. Nope. Luckily the waters here are pretty calm. And these boats are built very well. Here we have the police boats, so everything is conducted via boats. Police, fire department, taxis, the bus, food delivery, etc., etc. Debs says, isn't Venice and the surrounding areas fantastic? This is the first time I'm exploring it, and Debs, you loved it. And arriving into St. Marco Square by the Lagoon is just magical. Oh yes, that I've experienced and shown a few times on my video. Look how blue the water is. Hello Alfred, have a great day. Nice to see you here. Colleen, buongiorno, welcome. Lyra says, I'm enjoying this trip of yours. It feels like I'm with you. Hey Lyra, hope all is well in New York. I'm so glad you enjoyed this trip vicariously. Hope you get to visit Venice yourself. It's 100% worth it. Great place to take photos as well. I don't know where we're going, but we'll go somewhere. I just had one of the best cicchetti, which is the little Venetian tapas, in essence, ever so far. It was a stewed octopus, and I kind of want to show it on the live video later tonight. So I'm gonna see if I can show you some great cicchetti. But hopefully here in Murano we can find some very interesting local life, which we won't see in many parts around San Marco. And maybe if we're lucky and they allow me inside with the camera, I can show you some glass blowing. So here's what I think is abandoned industrial buildings. Right before the Industrial Revolution of the 1700s, Venice was actually a proto-industrial powerhouse. They had assembly lines before assembly lines really became a term during the era of industrial America. And here we see some of the leftovers of the industrial era of Venice. Susie says, oh, you got your stew. I did get my stew. I was passing by a cicchetti place and I saw these people eating octopus stew. And I just had to go in. So I did end up getting my stew. I'll show you a photo. Or a video, actually. Okay, this is the place we're getting off. Let me show you the videos we're getting off. I was walking along the streets here in Venice and I popped in by this place and I saw this amazing dish, a cicchetta, which is a small little fish dish, and I had to have it. It is an octopus stew served on polenta. Look at that. Wow. So let's try this octopus stew with polenta, and I saw someone eating it outside and I had to come here. I've been yearning for a good stew and haven't really had too many seafood stews. So let's try this out. Oh, that's so hearty. Lots of tomato. Great selection of veggies. Of course, you got your onions in there. So it has a very deep, hearty taste to it. And then the polenta is very soft and very fluffy. So it's a very good base for this dish. And of course, little pieces of octopus, which make the dish a little bit better. This is delicious. This is probably one of the better chickpeas I've had. Welcome to Murano, and yes, my belly's full of octopus. I am so excited to be here. When I go to these like super touristy places, I really do enjoy going to the places that are much more calmer, much more quieter. That's why in New York City I like showing you certain neighborhoods where, you know, you barely see too many tourists, not that many. It's much more quieter, much more spacious. So I'm so excited to be walking around here. If you have any recommendations of what to see here, do let me know. I am coming here with a bare minimum of research. I only know 2 or 3 stories, which I'll tell you throughout the journey. Otherwise, I don't know too much about this area. So if you're a local like Margaret, and we have a few other Italians also tuning in, do let us know what's here to see. Also, if you've been a tourist here many times, Kay has gotten a glass butterfly from here. That's so cool. I can't wait to check out the glass stores. All right, without further ado, here are the views. Ronald says, oh, you will enjoy squid adobo here. Oh, I can imagine. I'm a huge fan of squid. Krista, I think the Venetians were the first to build ships and assembly lines. Indeed they were, at least in the way we know it today. Excuse me, the way we know it today. I also found a wonderful souvenir shop beforehand. I got a map of Venice with me, custom made by 2 architects, a couple that runs an amazing print shop here in Venice. So I'll pull out that map a little bit later and I'll show you an overview of Venice. Let me know if you would like me to do that a little bit later, where I can find a good flat surface. Maybe when we grab a good cafe here in Murano. Hey Franca, buongiorno, welcome. Hello S Fields, buongiorno. Hello Chris. Hello Gordon from Alabama. Oh, a Venetian tree. Apparently glassmaking is popular here. It is, Alfred. We're gonna investigate, see what we can check out of glassmaking. Look at these gorgeous houses. Chris says that gimbal's amazing. Chris, I don't have a gimbal. I just have very steady hands. No, I do have a gimbal. Yeah, it's amazing. Franca says salve. Yes, salve, Franca. If you want to say hi in a different way aside from buongiorno, if you want to come off as a local, and sometimes, you know, it's going to be very embarrassing because they're going to speak to you in Italian very quickly. If you say salve, and then the Italians will just assume you're Italian, especially if you kind of look it, and they'll just speak extremely fast. Sonia says, I'm glad I don't work today because I can see your videos live. Oh, Sonia, yeah, today is Saturday. And it's very early for American viewers, especially out west. Very early. Let me know, what time is it in your local area? Mauro says bon salve. Ooh, I haven't heard bon salve yet. Shazad, nice to see you here. If you're new, if you're watching for the first time, do let me know. Or if you never commented before, do let us know. Teresa, hope you and Father Rowe are doing well. It's 6:30 a.m. where you're at, Gordon. Ooh, cool. People are saying it's empty here. I don't think this is ever really packed with people. Not this specific area. I think we're more on the residential street, where we hear the gentle singing of the cicadas. It's 7:29 for Donna and Teresa, 7:30 a.m. Getting ready for Hurricane Henry. Oh no! Hope all is well. Hope you confront the storm, brave the storm. A lot of people watching from the East Coast. Also Sonia from Florida. Keep in mind that August is a traditional vacation month in Italy. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. That's why, for example, this tabaccheria, tabacchi, I think it's pronounced in Italian, is closed. But generally, you will find places open during the day. You will love the Murano's glass making. So lovely there. A hurricane is coming to NYC. What's happening over there in the US? Why are there constant rainstorms, hurricanes, natural disasters, earthquakes, wildfires, and asteroids? What's happening over there in the US? Can anyone explain me that? This place is popping. Oh my god. Wow. This place is popping. For anyone who doesn't know, popping in New York lingo, other places in the US use it, means the place is full. You know, it's the lingo for something that's very full and vibrant in Italian. Franca says it's climate change. All right, Franca, thank you so much for a succinct reason. I appreciate it. What time is it here? It's about 1:30, 1:40, 1:30 something. Hard to see. Panajota says, the fun fact, the word sit in Greek means something vulgar in Italian. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Just canceled my trip to a Florida wedding. Oh no, Pamela. Oh, that sucks. I hope you can reschedule. Or, well, of course it's a wedding, so the wedding won't be rescheduled. But I hope you get to visit Florida at some other point. Wow, this is so beautiful. So yesterday I went to museums. I went to the Doge's Palace and Museum Carrere, and I love museums, but sometimes I feel like, why am I going to a museum on such a beautiful day? And it might not make much sense to kind of wander around a place like this, Murano. Maybe if you're already, some people already know that they're going to take the tour at the glass blowing factory. But if you don't have those plans, it might feel like, maybe it's not worth coming here. You'll think that logically. But I recommend maybe not listening to the logic, listening to what your heart says. And yesterday at the museums, I felt like, oh, I don't really want to go to the museum. I know they're interesting, and I do value the immense historical importance and artistic beauty of these museums. But I just want to wander. So, wander. And as I'm wandering right now on this video, I feel really good. Let me know if you've ever been through that experience. Here's a gelateria. Let's check it out if it's a good one. No, it doesn't look like a good gelateria. Huge stacks of gelato. I wish I could show you, but there was too many people. Teresa says, I love just to roam. Oh yes. Peggy says, Wanderlust is real. Hey, I just finished watching all your New York walks, Jonathan. Great stuff. Greetings from London. Jonathan, you watched all of them. That's impressive. Thank you so much. Those are quite time intensive because I've done some very long New York videos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jenny says, it makes a lot of sense. I love to wander and see the structures of homes and shops. S. Fields asks, will there be any more stops in Italy? There will be. I'll say it now, there will be 2 more stops in Italy before I head off. So stay tuned. 2 more stops in Italy. I won't say where. I won't say when. I won't say whom. I'll just be somewhere, someplace, in some time. There will be a stop in Italy. We call it museum fatigue. It says, have had the same thing with wonderful churches and cathedrals. Sometimes outside is best. Yeah, I think I have had a little bit of museum fatigue. I've been just to so many beautiful museums in Rome that I had my fill of museums. And Florence too. So here are a lot of the glass goods. So one thing I've heard is that you're not going to really save money buying glass goods here from Murano, in Murano, compared to buying them in the main area of Venice. You're not going to save much money. That said, it's awesome to buy at the location, but a lot of these shops, especially the actual glass makers, have shops in Venice proper. So keep that in mind as you're walking around. Lorraine from Melbourne, Australia. I have office fatigue, says S. Fields. That is a very, very real fatigue. I feel you. Beautiful. It's hazy? Yeah, no, not so much. I think the camera sometimes gives you an effect that looks hazy, but it's not really hazy. Oh, maybe the sky. Yeah, the sky is a bit hazy. There's more of a grayish tone today. I love that artistry shops. I think I would live perfectly in Brooklyn, says Benejotis. Yeah, Benejotis. hot in here. Very hot. Is it humid today? Yep, more humid today. Pamela says, all the storefronts are so close to the water, I wonder what they do to prepare for floods. It's my hurricane mindset today. So one thing you'll notice at most shops is that they're actually elevated. So they can account for Aqua Alta, which happens often twice a year in March and October. Or is it November? One of those 2 months it happens. So they already have a few centimeters to compensate for. Beyond that, a lot of these places I've noticed have furniture that can easily be raised. So here we see a good example. This furniture can be raised. See it right there. Here's the vaperetto. Hey, Lorraine. Welcome, Lorraine. A big welcome to any new viewers, yes. This is the Museo stop. Is it hot here? Yes, it is. It's hot. Look at this. The Hyatt has a huge hotel here. Wow, massive hotel here in the Hyatt. Oh, look at this. There was a terrible storm that bent these lampposts. And ever since, these lampposts now about to share a kiss. I'm joking, there was no actual storm. This is a piece of art. This is the Hyatt. Oh wow, the Hyatt built a huge hotel here. I'm glad they maintained the architecture. Cool rooms too. They have balconies. So it seems like this might have been an industrial building or a monastery. One of those two. Let me know what you think it is. Lorraine says it's beautiful. Oh yes, it is, Lorraine. Beautiful glass. Ware over here. Beautiful architecture. No wonder a lot of people were saying come. The Hyatt wasn't there last time I visited. Yes, I think it is rather new. I saw a documentary from the BBC talking about the controversy between building this Hyatt because they were building in classical architecture. And I think they significantly remade a lot of the parts of the architecture. So here's a bar and lounge. It smells good. Salty. Wow, where are the people, Sylvia? It's Ferragosto. It is a holiday in Italy. We're also in an island where isn't as heavily trafficked as San Marco. And here's my ride waiting for me. I'm glad they're all set. I have it all prepared with the beach towels and everything. I'll be back. Right here. It's around $250 a night in the in US dollars. Yes, thank you. Lauren says, yeah, Murano. Yes, we are in Murano. Look at the tiny little fishes. So if you want to get a pet here, you can do so for free. Here, just put your feet into the water. Well, do your research before. I don't know 100% sure if it's safe. Hey, Kay. Thank you so much for letting me know. Lauren sent 200 stars. Thank you so much, Lauren, for the 200 stars. I appreciate you. What did I do? Oh my god, I want one of these boats. Where can I find a boat? This seems like a perfect place to take a resort vacation. Like, I wouldn't stay in mainland Venice if I want to kind of chill out and enjoy some sun and really be really relaxed. I would not go to Venice. Venice is to kind of explore, to enjoy, to learn about the history and the architecture. But here, this seems like a great place to relax. Thank you. All right, that was a little peek into a shop built into the hotel. The guy was watching me like a hawk. And they had like huge signs saying "Don't touch." Seems like little kids sometimes get too excited by the colors. Fraga says, buy me everything in the shop. This is such a beautiful island. Wow. Here's a museum. Museo Vetrario. Museo de Vetro. The Museum of Glass. That's interesting. Is this Venice? Yes, it is. We are in Venetian, in the Veneto region. Sfield says, you know, Ariel, I'm surprised you're negging sponsorship opportunities with all this content. Me too, Sfield, so I'm surprised too. I think companies want more of the gorgeous woman looking off into the sunset with her dress flowing. I'll show you from the outside. They have lots of signs saying no photos. How much is a home here? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, girl, great question. I don't think you'll be spending more than 200,000 euro, I think. I don't think they go as high as America does. Suzanne, thank you so much for 100 stars. They make a lot of jewelry. They do indeed. Oh, this is nice. Joseph says, build and they will come. Maybe slowly, but they will. Also, companies are still afraid of live streams. They prefer content that get pre-approved. Yes, that is another aspect of live streaming. Live streaming is indeed a risky endeavor. But if you take the risk, it can be very powerful. That's a gorgeous sculpture. It says, Il Cavalieri de Vittorio Veneto del Comune de Venezia ai caduti di tutte la guerre. April 1987, which I think means the cavalry of the Vittorian Veneto from the community of Venice who fought in the war. I think it's something along those lines. Hanging out here reminds me of Call Me By Your Name. Have you ever considered producing a television show? Says Alfred. Yeah, I would love to be on TV. Yes, I would love to host a television show. I don't think I would like to produce it. I would love to host it and potentially direct it as well. So yeah, I would love to host a television show. I would love to lend my skills to TV. If any producers out there watching and needs someone who enjoys telling stories about history, architecture, and knows what they're doing, then feel free to hit me up. Call Me By Your Name takes place in a different region. Yes, Bergamo, I think it's called. Something along those lines. Starts with the B, and they filmed in a nearby city of that region, or that province. Paul says, this very critical Englishman thinks he'll be good on TV. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Need to buy a new shirt in Venice. I haven't seen too many fashion places here. Though I may go in my future trips in Italy to a place where there is more fashion shops. Andre Asman wrote a good book, says Yeah Girl Curl. Yes. How much is 500 stars? So 500 stars, I end up getting about $5 for 500 stars. That's what I think I end up receiving. It might cost a little bit more on your end. Lyra, thank you so much for 500 stars. Thank you. Lyra was so kind enough to send 500 stars. That's so awesome, Lyra. Thank you. What was filmed in Venice? Casino Royale, the James Bond film, not the original one from the 60s. From Russia with Love, a film called A Little Romance, and The Tourist. And there's a few others. Spider-Man Far From Home as well, which is one of the classics of American cinema. Thank You, Paul, and the movie Inferno, starring Tom Hanks, directed by Ron Howard. Basilica di Santa Maria Donato. Santa Maria and Donato. Open 11:41 September. May everyone in wildfires and in hurricanes stay safe. Brave the storm, because beauty lies after it. Chris, thank you so much for the 50 stars. There's a little detail on the pavement, the mosaic of Santa Maria and San Donato on Murano. It's a 12th century pavement, which dates back to 1141, and it's made of porphyry from Egypt, serpentine, and other precious marbles and stones. The Murano floor is decorated with geometrical patterns and figurative images. Descriptions that include the Christian imagery of peacocks and griffins, eagles clutching small birds, and a scene of the triumphant villages over cunning, portrayed by two roosters carrying a fox on a staff. It had to be restored twice, in the 1970s and 2012. Wow, that was amazing. Great church. Beautiful. It reminds me of the churches in New York, because there's a lot of wood and brick. Not crazy mosaics though. That's something very typical Italian. Save Venice, Inc. Dedicated to preserving the artistic heritage of Venice. Almost 1,000 years old. Exactly, yep. 900 something years old, yep. 960 years old, something along those lines. Vita says that floor, you spend good money in those in your house and you only have to do a little restoration every 600 years or so. I like the Holy Trinity in Wall Street. Yeah, that's why it reminds me of the churches in New York. Look at it. I could just imagine this right in the middle of Queen. me. James says there's a Catholic church in my neighborhood that is the exact replica of immigrants coming home in Sicily. Yeah, yeah. Let me know which one that one is. I know that there's a few replicas in New York City of churches in Italy. There's one in Greenwich Village, which is called the Church of Pompeii, and it's the exact replica of a church in Pompeii. And it's right at Father Demo Square. Yes, if you're enjoying this video, slam that like button right now and let me know if you're on team like. Oh, this is rare. In Sicily, a public park. Wow. Everyone, we found a public park in Sicily. I mean, sorry, not Sicily, Venice. Dean, you love these Romanesque churches. Yeah, me too. Did I see Murano glass in that window? Yeah, you did, Catherine. All around. We're surrounded by Murano glass. All right, let's go back out to the street. It's run out. Spoilers. Oh, the water here is so blue. So turquoise, I mean. Oh, look at these cool magnets. Hey Janice, nice to see you here. David says, and yet no glass houses. I don't think we'll be seeing a glass house. Not like Philip Glass's. Oh, sorry, not Philip Glass. Philip Johnson. Ooh, another fancy hotel. This one's in the NH Collection, Murano Villa. Wow, they really use this island to build some big hotels, which you don't see too much in like the middle of Venice, or at least not new ones. I like the Venetian logo of the winged lion. Yeah, it's a really cool logo, or sigil. Here we have a cicchetti bar. No, not cicchettis, just sandwiches. If you're enjoying this video, slam that like button right now. A lot of my audience is based on the East Coast, with a far second, which is based in the UK. UK viewers are watching this, but YouTube might not know that other people in Europe may want to watch this. People who are wide awake in the middle of the night in the west coast of the US may want to watch this, or people in other time zones like in the Middle East and elsewhere may want to watch this as well. So slam that like button and let's bring these videos to the urbanists out there who are not seeing these videos because YT thinks, oh, they just want New York videos. So let's not show the Venice videos. YT is like a naive 9-year-old kid. So let's teach the algorithm how wonderful these videos are and that people will enjoy them. And also these videos, when you press that like button, brings it to other people who may not be subscribers, who really could use a travel to Venice virtually. They might not be able to get here for various reasons, and this might be their way to see Venice in full, in long lingering videos. Chris, you're in South Africa. Oh cool, Chris, that's awesome. What time is it over in South Africa? Should be around the same time zone, I think. I think there's a botanical collection of glass replicas of plants somewhere in the US. David, yeah, David Chihuli, I think is his name. He's been exhibited many times in the botanical gardens. Is the Cipriani Hotel nearby? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe we'll pass by it. Hey, Cyrus from New Zealand. Nice to see you here. John in Newfoundland. It's 9:42 a.m. in Newfoundland. Hey, welcome from Newfoundland, Canada. Nice to see you here. Catherine says, "Was the seagull screaming at?" Ooh, I don't know. And Peggy says, even the seagulls speak Italian. Sounded different from an American one. Yeah, they have an accent. Vita, nope, very empty here, very quiet. Gee, you love the horses. Yeah, beautiful glass horses. Lots of glassware here. You won't run out. Hey, Alfred, watching and enjoying from Ontario, Canada. Welcome from Ontario. Love Ontario. Beautiful part of Canada. Teresa says, I love waking up and starting my morning with you. I'm so glad. John is a big fan. You convinced me to visit Florence and Venice. Have you been to Jerusalem? No, I really want to go to Jerusalem. Have not been yet. Amanda, send a $5 PayPal. How much, Amanda, for a $5 super PayPal? I appreciate you. So yeah, if you enjoy these videos and want to contribute to the transportation costs, the museum costs, the planning costs, the time I spend researching on the more history-centric videos, then you can feel free to leave a PayPal. PayPal, I end up getting nearly 99% or more of your total that you send, especially if you select that friends and family option, because of course we're friends and family here, then I'll get 100%. So thank you so much, Amanda, for your PayPal. Otherwise, feel free to contribute any way you like. Patreon is also another great way where I get the majority of what you send. And $20 patrons, Mega Urbanists, end up being part of the postcard club. So if you send me your address, you'll be receiving a postcard directly to your mailbox. Chris sent 50 stars. Thank you so much, Chris. Watching from Sun Coast. Hey, Jen wants to send $500. If you do, Jen, the best way to do it is PayPal. PayPal.me/Ariel Vieira. Someone could write down the link right now. I'm more than happy. Never send anything to me on debt, though. I would not accept any money that way, but if you want to contribute, feel free to do so. Okay, I could go for a quick coffee. You guys want to join me for a quick espresso? Let me know. Hey, Maureen sent $20. Thank you so much, Maureen. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Maureen, for the $20 PayPal. Maureen's so kind enough to send a $20 PayPal. And Kay and Panajotas, thank you so much for putting down the link. I put it down here. And who wants a cafe? Just a random cafe. Nothing particular. That's a great thing in Italy. You'll find great coffee everywhere. All right, let's go. Oh no, I gotta mute everyone. They have loud popular music playing. Bear with me. Oh, the music stopped playing in the middle. Gotta put it on repeat. All right. But yeah, that was a very good cup of espresso. You'll find great cups of espresso literally everywhere here in Italy. I've I've been here in Italy for the past month. I've only encountered one espresso that has been meh. Just one. Out of drink anywhere between 2 to about 5 to about 6. All right, yeah, maybe sometimes 7. Anywhere between, from the average between 2 to 6 cups of espressos per day times 30. Do the math. And I only had one that was just not good, but the other ones were amazing. What's more prevalent, Lavazza or Illy? Great question. Here, once you start getting outside of Rome, because Rome, there's a lot of like great specialty coffee shops. Well, not specialty, but they're buying more smaller roasters. But once you start getting outside of Rome, I've noticed it's either Lavazza or Illy. I see way more Lavazza in these kind of more run-of-the-mill shops. These bars that are just really kind of local bars. You just go in, drink your coffee, get out. I've seen Illy more in the restaurants and more of the fancier bars. Charles says 1 out of 180. Vitaria Ducale. You have a glass blowing factory? Yes. Wonderful. Can I film inside? Oh, wonderful.
caso volessimo, questo è solo un pezzo dimostrativo tra l'altro, nel qual caso volessimo esporlo nello showroom, cosa che farà adesso per il cavallino, lo mettiamo come dicevo nella tempera, quindi il vetro va temperato assolutamente, procedimento imprescindibile. Adesso vediamo fare invece un cavallino rampante con un'altra tecnica, si chiama tecnica massiccia. Prende il vetro da dentro il calderone, lo mescola con i vetri colorati, si siede sullo sgagno che è la sua postazione di lavoro, con pinze e forbici modella il vetro in pochi minuti di tempo, lavora alla prima, lo stende su questo tavolo che si chiama bronzin perché è fatto in bronzo. I was saying that the gentleman just took the glass from the inside of the oven. We have a big melting pot with around 800 kilos. He's gonna sit down there on his position and he will grasp the glass with pliers and scissors in 2 minutes of time to make a horse, a little sculpture. So totally another technique to make the pieces that are full of glass inside. Questa non è la tecnica che usiamo per fare i soffiati con i bicchieri, con i vasi, ma una tecnica che usiamo per stendere il vetro e realizzare tutti gli oggetti che all'interno sono pieni di vetro. Fate un bel video perché ha 2 minuti di tempo per fare il cavallino. You will get a nice video because he has 2 minutes of time to make the horse. Don't try this at home. Eccolo qua. Questo comincia a riparti perché non è stato messo nella tempera. This is starting to crack because we didn't move inside the cooling down unit. So when the piece is done, we need to go immediately there to avoid the thermal shock. Adesso va a tagliare anche la coda, così il cavallino sta in piedi. Right now he's gonna cut the tail of the horse, so in the end the horse will stay stand, thanks to the tail as well. Eccolo qua. Bene, avete visto che è tutto fatto a mano, adesso andiamo dentro lo showroom, vi ricordo all'interno non foto e non video per il copyright. Venite con me che vi dico l'ultima cosa. Grazie maestro, prego.
Bravo.
Andiamo di qua, grazie signori. Andiamo all'interno che vi dico l'ultima cosa.
Buongiorno. Ok, sì, sì.
You're welcome. Ok.
Wow, that was amazing. Yeah, so no video inside the stores. A lot of stores have no video policy. I wonder why. Let me know. Why might that be the case? Do they want to protect their designs? Maybe. So that was absolutely mind-blowing. He literally made us a horse from glass, from molten sand. He made us a horse. Like the song by Stephen Sondheim from Sunday in the Park with George. Look, I made a hat. Well, the man basically said, look, I made a horse. That was really cool. He said no video due to copyright. Yeah, I wonder, do they copyright the designs? I mean, they're all making pretty much the same designs. I've only seen a few handful of shops that seem to be making something really unique. But here, only a handful of places are really making something unique. Most places have the same horses, not to diminish their skills, because obviously that man has been practicing for decades to make a horse in 2 minutes and look very nice. And he's making many per day. But they all tend to have the same style, all of them. Hey, Maria, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We have Janice as well, send a PayPal. Thank you so much, Janice. And Christine was so kind enough to send us some stars. So thank you, Maria, Janice, and Christine. And this is Vetreria, a glassery or a glass factory, Ducale, of the Duke. So Duke glassmaker, something along those lines. Highly recommend it. You can just walk in, no fee, to see the glass blowing. And here we have a little cat. He's gonna show us another cool secret. This cat is the reincarnated soul of Enrico Dandolo, the blonde yesterday. I call him Dandolito. So let's see where Dandolito leads us. All right. Oh, Dandolito, you're leading us to private property. Can't go here. Dandolito, I can't fit through there. No. So Dandolito led me to a place I cannot fit through. Some of those designs are as traditional as the technique itself. Thank you. Yes, as Fields. Right. Yeah, it's almost like a baker makes a croissant. Yes, every baker is making a croissant because those are classic, timeless classic designs. Someone said they're protecting their prices. That might be the case. What's happening? I can't see. Let me know. Describe what you're seeing. Okay, what was happening there? I think another glass blowing demonstration. So we reached the dead end, now we gotta backtrack. Can you show us glass making establishment? Stained glass. I'll do my best to find a stained glass workshop. These are glass factories. You saw a demonstration of glass making of a horse and a little vase. C. Horton says I have gladiator legs from all the walking. Indeed I do. Tell us what shoes you bought to Italy. I bought myself Converses. But the thing is, these Converses, a lot of people think, oh my god, you're walking with Converses. I'm not walking with the traditional Converse All-Stars, which are super flat. These ones are more like a sneaker. These are called Converse Mids. I tried buying shoes here in Rome and oh my god, that was a disaster. I thought they fit and then I was walking in them for a few hours and they were super tight. So if anyone knows a good brand that I can find that maybe Italian that is similar to Converse sneakers, do let me know. I need something that looks good for nighttime, but is also great for walking long distances. It's a very specific niche. Converse sneakers fit that niche. And I have shoes at home from M. Gemi, but I usually don't bring them, so I don't carry around too many shoes. So let me know if there's an Italian brand out there that fits that bill. Not pure sneakers, not pure shoe. Something right in the middle. Okay, so who wants to go to Murano? We are in Murano. This is the area of glassmaking. We visited quite a bit and saw quite a nice chunk of Murano. There's more to visit, of course. There's a cemetery, there's like a glass museum, there's other things that you can see. I'm not sure if this water is safe. Let me know. Is Venetian water safe? I see people drinking from it. After Mexico, I don't trust any water. So forgive me, Italian government. I drink your water with trepidation. All right, so a lot of people are saying yes to Murano. Don't like this water. Oh, not my favorite water. It's not that alpine water from Friuli. Ugh, has more of a metallic taste to it. Oh no, oh no. I regret now filling up this water bottle. All right, I'm gonna donate it back to the Venetian waters, but not the bottle, of course. When in doubt, throw it out. Yep, that's right. All right, I gotta find a place to sit so we can look at the map. Actually, I'll show you a map later when we sit, maybe for a food bite. But first, let me look at where to catch the ferry. Leanne says, what happened in Mexico? Nothing bad happened in Mexico. It's just Mexico has a not drinkable water supply. So you can get into big trouble, stomach-wise, by drinking Mexican water. Many parts of Mexico, not just the city. Woo! We're going on the ferry ride. We are indeed. So I have my secondary phone with another Italian SIM card. I have a collection of Italian SIM cards. And now I'm going to search where to catch the ferry to Murano. And usually I would just wander around until we get there. But A, these islands are connected by a lot of bridges. And B, it's extremely sunny. There's no clouds in the sky. So to not suffer from heat stroke, luckily I won't suffer from that. I don't think so, but to not get super tired out from the heat stroke, I'm looking exactly where to take the ferry. Yeah, we're pretty far away from the ferry. I'll go here. Okay, so 11-minute walk away from the ferry. Debbie says, yep, I made the mistake of having ice in my drink and got sick. Did you drink Mexican water? Is that what made you sick? No, that did not make me sick in Mexico. It was either oysters, an egg salad, or those were the two main things. There was a third thing, but it was most likely one of those two things that made me very sick in Mexico. I avoided the water very well, so I did not get too sick, though, of course, I did experience loose stool in Mexico, but it wasn't terrible. The colors of the house in Murano are wow. The cheek taco, thank you so much, Gigi, or the cheek taco. No, probably it wasn't the cheek taco because that's cooked. You're starting to have that elegant look on your monochrome attire. Make sure you get a torcello too. Ooh, Margaret, thank you so much. Monochrome. Yeah, I am wearing monochrome today because my shirt is black and white. And what's torcello? Do let me know. All right, let's walk around. Let's go to Murano. Good hat choice, says Yogi. Thank you so much, Yogi. I appreciate that. People, don't be afraid of wearing a hat. A, hats are practical, and B, they just might be very stylish. I love the hat and shirt combo. Yeah, it does combine well. Almost same colors. Also my shorts as well. Are there any springs by where you are? I don't know. I'm not sure where that water is coming from. It has a very metallic taste to it. So that means that the pipes might be old and rusty. Which is the case with any type of water pipe, but this one might be more so. So it had a metallic taste to it. That's why I couldn't drink it. Let's continue walking around. Is there a Venice water bay drinkable? No. Original, this water is not drinkable. A, ships have been passing here through centuries. B, Venetians, this has been a major city through centuries as well. At one point, this city had a population of 180,000, which was more than London back in the late medieval era. More than London. And then C, this is salt water. It is not fresh water. Oh, torcello is a... Let me know what torcello is. I can't click on the link, of course. The best water is in Naples, says Mauro. Ooh, thank you for the recommendation. It's the one regret I have on this trip, not going to Naples for a week. I think Naples would have been a very interesting place to show for a whole week. It's a pocket square, torcello. Oh, thank you so much. Well, maybe if I go to a different climate, it'll be better for a torcello in a long sleeve shirt. Is Venice water similar to East River? Yep, it's also salt water. East River is a lot more rough. East River does not look as turquoise as this. Buongiorno. Buongiornata. That's beautiful. You just leveled up with the music, says Debbie. Oh yeah. Oh, it looks like someone got married. Off to their honeymoon right here. Bravissimo. Will I go to Switzerland or Austria? Those two seem like amazing places to go. That's a great question. Darlene from Maryland, nice to see you here. He needs a raise. I loved Vule from Rome. Oh yeah, Vule. It's my boy musicians. Venice is full of love. Indeed it is. Justin says I deserve a raise. I should pay myself a little more. I'm glad you think so, George. Thank you. ¿Has comprado muchos souvenirs? Ah, sí, yo compré. Hoy yo o sea, no iba a comprar más souvenirs, pero hoy fui a una tienda que había unas mapas y postcards. No sé cómo se dice postcards en español, pero había estas tarjetas bien bonito de arquitectura de Venecia. Y compré 8 de ellos y una mapa y también un tote bag, una bolsa de cotón, de tela, y me encantó. So I bought a tote bag, I bought a bunch of postcards of architecture of Venice, and a map, a custom-made map by this couple who are architects but also artists, and they have this wonderful souvenir shop. I'm going to be posting a short video of it. Stay tuned, and I'll be showing you the map once I sit down and maybe have a bite or aperitivo with all of you. Maybe we'll do that in Murano. So let's head to Murano. All right, so we're gonna head to Murano by boat. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna drive the boat. It would just scare me that kids could run into the water. Yeah, I mean, I hope your kids, if anyone's watching with kids, I really do sincerely, from the deepest part of my heart, I hope your kids are smart enough to not run and jump into the water. I hope that's the case. If that isn't the case, my heart goes out to you. That must be very tough parenting. So maybe Venice is not the best place. Maybe go to somewhere with it's all dry land and no cliffs either. Don't take them to Santorini nor Capri. If you have kids who just don't have that common sense, do not take them to those cities. Hey, just I. Nice to see you here. Tarjeta postal. Gracias. Tarjeta postal. Tarjeta postal. Postcard in Spanish. Para las personas, yo sí tengo Mega Urbanist, pues tú estás contribuyendo más de $20 mensuales por Patreon o por YouTube o por Facebook. Puedes recibir un tarjeta postal de las áreas que visito. So puede ir a patreon.com/urbanist. If you are a Mega Urbanist, that means contributing more than $20 or more on Patreon or YT, or you're a Mega Urbanist that contributes via all three platforms, FB, Patreon, and YT. Send me a message with your address, and I'll send you a hand-picked, handwritten, personalized postcard directly to your mailbox. That's the Urbanist Postcard Club. Wow, this church looks very similar to the other one we visited earlier. Original says, are women here very outgoing? Same as the men, not so much. You have to kind of talk and kind of chat and kind of get to know each other. If you are here for extended period of time and kind of frequent the same places, then it gets much easier to meet people. It is a different culture from, say, what you experience in the Caribbean, like where I'm from in Puerto Rico. Here, you kind of just have to, people have to see you more than once to feel like you are worth getting to know. That's the perception I've had. Actually, and many Italians have told me the same thing. Paola from Florence and my friend Cassandra have both told me the same exact thing. Margaret says, what? We can get a postcard? Yep. Patreon.com. Put $20 or more as a contribution. And as long as you're a patron for $20 or more, you'll be getting a postcard every time we take a major trip. And when I go back home in New York, you'll be also getting a postcard. As long as you're one. And you can, of course, cancel at any time. No hard feelings. Now we got a cross. Teresa, no, right now it's only open to Mega Urbanists, the postcard club. Thank you, I appreciate people who want to contribute on PayPal, but yeah, it's only open to patrons and to Mega Urbanists who contribute monthly. Paul says Icelandic girls will chat you up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the cultures are all different. And cultures will be different. And masculine and feminine cultures, or people in each of those places, also will have their own nuances. So, yeah. So I think in Italy, if you really want to invest in meeting people, getting to know people, then do not come for a few days. It's not going to be a run and gun, meet a bunch of awesome people like you might encounter in New York, or you might encounter in Puerto Rico, parts of South America. Here's not that type of place. You have to come here and spend a week or 2 or 3 or more, and then you'll really get to know people on a deeper level. Nina, well, it's not sad. It's just a different culture. It's also a different area. I think in Naples, it's very different.
Magic Glass, bicchieri magici, cristalli, Bach, Mozart, Verdi, Tchaikovsky, Schiaccianoci, Nutcracker Suite. Nutcracker Suite. Gia per Murano.
Bravo.
Musica di Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Per insieme John Williams. Harry Potter.
Wow.
Bicchieri cristalli solo 2 ottavi. 2 ottavi, bicchieri spezzati. Pesati, accordati, accordature bellissime. Tchaikovsky, Lago di Cina. Svanne, Lago di Cina. Musica, bellissima melodia. Magnifico, Magic. Bach, Mozart, Vivaldi. Adesso Boccherini, musica italiana, Boccherini, Minuetti. Minuetti.
magical. Wow. So that was amazing, especially the Harry Potter one. Oh, great instrument for Harry Potter. And here we have another church. Let's see if we can go in. And Margaret, to answer your question, thank you so much for 350 stars. The Postcard Club is only open to people who contribute on Patreon or YT for $20 or more per month. Of course, you can cancel at any time. Or to people who contribute on all three platforms, YT, FB, Patreon, all at the same time in any given month. Of course, you can cancel anytime. As long as you're a mega urbanist in one of those two ways, you'll get a postcard. Send me your address. Not open to anyone else. Jade, thank you so much for 500 stars. Thank you, Jade. So those were Murano glass chandeliers. That was really cool to see. Franca, you have to go light a candle in the Catholic Church. Oh yes, and someone earlier else said you have to visit the church with the mosaics. Oh yes, just look into the video a little bit earlier. We've done all of that and much more. So now we gotta make our way to the ferry to Murano. Murano and Murano. Sounds like the name of two brothers who are troublemakers. So that glass guy, amazing, he has a CD. Really cool. He was wearing very strong sunglasses, and I thought he was blind, but no, he actually doesn't appear to be blind. Peggy says, note to self, get good sunglasses. Oh yes, sunglasses, and get yourself a hat. There's plenty of here to buy. Especially in Venice. There's not that many trees, or you'll be walking in the sun a lot in Venice. More so than, say, Florence or Rome. Hey, Mira says, I'm in Israel and it takes so long to receive postcards, so I've given up on that prospect. No worries, no worries at all. Yeah, I feel you. Some places it's very hard to receive mail, and that kind of sucks. I know it's easy to take for granted mail receiving in most parts of Europe and America. So, yeah, I feel you, Mariah. No worries. Patrons still get access to 360 videos. Did you buy your own boat yet? I really want to get a boat. That's something I've always wanted to own, one of those boats to just speed through and walk around. Wow. Where did we go? Vincenzo, the Venetian, always takes us to the best places. This is a great photo opportunity and a great thumbnail opportunity. If I could send a postcard via pigeon, I would love it. I just don't have those skills at the moment. Franca says, I don't have steady feet. Yeah, no worries. I know some places are a little bit tough. Here in Venice, I'm not sure, Murano, it seems pretty accessible. So it is steady pavement. The pavement is pretty even. There's a lot of ramps available in many places. So it is indeed accessible. Of course, if you're afraid of water, or if you have children who, someone mentioned earlier, some children have ADHD. And of course, it's not always the case, but sometimes it is a bit harder to control, and they might run and not really be aware too much. Yeah, that's understandable. Venice might not be the best place. That's the beauty about travel, is that you can literally go everywhere and anywhere in Venice. Oh, to anywhere around the world. There's a huge variety of places. Start your own gondola service from Brooklyn to Queens. You know, riding a gondola across the East River would probably be extremely hard. The waters are way deeper than the ones in Venice and way rougher in the East River. That's why the ferries are so big in New York. A vaperetto would not be able to handle the waterways in the East River or the Hudson. Especially the East River, which is very rough. There's many videos on YT about canoeing in the East River. Check it out. Oh, look at this square. Ah, cool stuff here. Wow. Someone just said, Tony says, Venice isn't really accessible. I've seen, just anecdotally, myself in these videos, I've seen many people in wheelchairs. I just saw a person very recent. Watch any of my live videos. There's a lot more people in wheelchairs. More than I've seen in Greece. Because Greece, no matter how beautiful it is one of the least accessible places in terms of mobile accessibility that I've seen in Europe. So yeah, this is way more accessible than Greece. Lots of people having aperitivo now. We've been to Venice 3 times. It's worth to visit Murano. Sky, Lux, I would say put it on the top of your list next time you come. If you've never been to Venice yet, and you only have 3 days, dedicate 1 day to go island hopping, because I'm loving Murano. It is one of the places I felt most good in Venice. I just feel really nice here. But Ramal says Mount Everest is not accessible. Stay tuned for the Mount Everest broadcast hop in 1 day. We'll be live streaming the climb to, it'll be was it 50 hour something live stream. Yeah, I'm feeling very good vibes here. Ferry. Let's see which one's the next one. Scusi, which ones do goes to Murano?
Here.
It's still good. Is that this one? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes. Okay, wonderful. All right, so 10 minutes. We're going to Murano. Margaret, thank you so much for 100 stars. Have you had Venetian Cicchetti? I've had, Margaret. I actually had my best one, Venetian Cicchetti, earlier today. Blew me away. I might return to the place. Otherwise, if we see one in Murano, I might show it as well. Some Cicchetti. So in 10 minutes, let's go. Let me show you the lighthouse, actually, as we're waiting for it. I don't think Italy has a street food culture. Nope, not like Mexico, no. There is, of course, quick bites, but you usually sit down, you usually have a drink, and it's not meant to really eat quickly like in Mexico. Hey everyone, no fighting is tolerated in the comments. If you have differences, let them go, move on. Let me know what's your favorite part of this Murano journey that you've seen so far. What do you love seeing the most? And fighting will not be tolerated at all. So thank you so much for keeping the good vibes in the comments, everyone. Give a round of hearts to the moderators for doing an excellent job keeping the good vibes. So here's a lighthouse. Open to suggestions as I wrote a book called Retrowave. I did indeed. Are you publishing more? I do intend on publishing more books. Stay tuned. I do intend on publishing more. Ronald, you really loved the guy playing the music earlier. I'm so glad. More water, please. Glassmaking is your favorite, says Ya Girl. Greece has a more street food scene. Yes, it does, Panagiotis. Yes, Greece definitely has more street food. So we gotta wait for Murano, which he said in 10 minutes. Google Maps tells me 28 minutes. But we'll see. We'll see. Here's the vaperetto. This one's going somewhere else. Kiki says the Murano chandelier is your favorite. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoy the Murano chandelier. In some countries, walking while eating is frowned upon. Yeah, Italy is one of them. Margaret says, what's my book about? It's a sci-fi novella about a woman who accidentally distorts reality as we know it, and she enters into a multiverse. All right, I think I see the book. All right, let's go. Bear with me. Is that Ferry major new? Oh, we got a Hold up. Full crazy all of a sudden. Wow.
Andiamo a Venice, Venice, andiamo a Venice. Sì, aspetta là, signora.
Murano? Murano? Grazie. So this one is going to Venice, and I'll zoom in on the different ones right here. Yeah, Miss Fancy. Be careful when asking with times. I've noticed a few times they either exaggerate or they really underestimate the time. So double check the time that is the official timetable one. Please squeeze a short visit to Turcello because it's right next to Murano. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Margaret, thank you. We're going to Murano first. We're taking the 12 right over here. So right here we see the 12 goes to Murano, 13 goes to Trepoti, and then there's a night service that also goes to Murano. And then this way we can go to Murano, we could go more parts of Murano, we could go San Marco, the 7, go right to the piazza. And we could go Lido for some beaches and to hang out with the celebs at the Vignale. Alright, everyone, remember when talking about travel or about food or about culture, we're generalizing. So there's always exceptions. And yes, here in Italy there are sandwiches to go, but it doesn't mean that Italy is necessarily a street food culture, especially in comparison to Mexico. Very different. Very, very different from street food culture. Or to even New York. Not that many people are eating quick bites outside. Yes, there are sandwiches, but it's not the main thing in many of these cities. S Fields, yeah, when I went to Naples in 2019, I did see a little bit more of a street food culture, especially a quick food culture that I saw in these parts of Italy. So Naples had a lot more to-go pizzas, they had lots of more dessert and pastry options, both savory and sweet pastries. Hey, Kay says, I just burnt my lunch, forgot I was in the oven while I was watching you. Oh no, Kay. Kay, thank you so much for sharing the videos. We have a few new people tuning in.
Dai, dimmi.
Just Kate, nice to see you here. We're waiting right now for the ferry to Murano. Enjoying the views of the boats passing by in the meanwhile. This feels, have I had a great risotto? No, risotto, no, I have not. Oh, I did in Capri. I had a risotto alla limone with gamberi, which is risotto with lemon and shrimp, and that was actually delicious, super delicious. But I haven't had one up in this northern region yet. Your girl says the ferry's taking long. And a lot of people are here. I'm not sure why it got so packed. It was pretty empty before. Esfiel says, I think you should try a risotto at my next stop. I'm not sure if they have risotto wherever I'm going. Maybe it's the complete opposite. Maybe where I'm going, they only have hot dogs. Or gigantic pizza slices. Because of Staten Island.
Io ti garantisco con la testa che c'è tra. Con la testa.
Just kidding, am I enjoying Venice? I am. I'm really loving Venice. Very impressed with Murano. Very impressed. go to Murano. Running out of battery. thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so glad you're enjoying the videos, Pat. My best wishes to you. Hope you feel better. Kimberly, we're heading towards the island of Murano. Chris, is Venice 2 days enough? I would say no. I would say go at least 3. At least 3. It's worth it for 3. There's lots of things to see. 3, I think you'll have a jam-packed, amazing vacation here. You can easily do, I think, 5, like I am, and have a lot of things to do. things in my room broke, and I had to connect it using my cable from my bag, and it slipped my mind, and I did not bring my cable with me. And to be the case here, and if I'm lucky enough and I can find a cable and then charge, I will show you Murano via another different live video. So thank you everyone so